Yeah, the three C's in credit, and I do have a problem. I disagree with this slide a little bit. Capital, capacity, absolutely agree with. Character, I know that's what they teach. The three C's of credit revolve around, but I don't think your credit score reflects your character necessarily. So I just want to say that, but these are the three C's of your credit. So the capital, that's money. What's your threshold? How much money do you have? How much money can you borrow? That's the capacity. And the character just comes down to what they're really talking about is choices you've made pertaining to your finances. And why I don't necessarily agree that it's a reflection of your character. Let's say you moved, your friend's your dentist, and he sends you a bill and you don't pay it, and the office sends you to collection over a couple $100 is that doesn't speak to my character or my friend's character. But there it is. So it's kind of like, also, I don't know if you've heard other presentations or workshops or interactions or with credit, when they say your credit score is like an adult report card. I don't always necessarily feel what are they, how is that being reported? So it's not necessary reflection of your character. So that's what I want you to take away from this one. But yeah, those are the three C's. So the choices you've made with money: are you paying your bills back on time? Capital and capacity. So yeah, see that this is have you paid your bills? So this is more the choices or your actions, your past actions. Have you ever filed for bankruptcy, property repossessed, not been able to pay back loans? You could be a phenomenal person, and circumstances of life put you in a position where you're not able to pay back loans. But yeah, that's what the character refers to. And the capital, we talked about that. How much money, assets, investments you have, car, house, inheritance, and all that stuff that counts. Capacity is your ability to meet those payments, your threshold, how much money you make each month, what your monthly expenses. We have gosh darn it, I didn't do arts and crafts time, but I think last time, Tracy, I had that drawing ready of the red and green lines, and if your income is going up, so how much money you're bringing in each month to your house is going this way, well, then your expenses can go this way. I'll use the pens. There we go. We got props. So if this is your income, all right, then your expenses can go up. If your income goes down, the money you're spending has to go down too. There always has to be a buffer. People get in trouble when these cross. So if your income is going down and then how much money you're spending goes up, that's trouble. Got that from Harvard Business School. So the drawing, not the pens. So that's capacity. Credit report tells lenders basically what are the chances that you're going to pay them back based on past history. So on-time payments, payment in full, have you filed bankruptcy, have you missed payments, have you had to consolidate loans, all that stuff's in the credit report, and all of that can change. All of that can be addressed if it is negative. If it's super positive, it can also go negative if you're not mindful. You can't fall asleep at the wheel. So much like identity theft if you're a victim, this is something credit, you got to keep your eye on, curb to cloud, cradle to grave. So the FICO score. So these are just some numbers. These will change. These will change in our lifetime. Knock on wood. I hope I live long enough to see these change. And the reason these change is because real quickly, the Reader's Digest version, the people with credit can't be all tilted to one. So eventually, if we're all working to get a high credit score, and 850 is the highest, eventually they're going to have to make something higher. So not everybody is in that A grade. A paper is what the financial institutions refer to it as. And so here, payment history, 35%. So again, those are your choices or your ability to repay bills. Debt, so how much money do you own? Length of credit history is a big one. So We've talked about if you have a credit card that you're thinking about canceling, don't cancel the oldest one. Cancel the newest one. The length of relationship you have with financial institutions is obviously important. 15%. New credit. So if you're applying for a new credit card or any of that, that impacts your credit score. The more you apply, it'll go down a point or two. Now, types of credit, this is a big one. I say this is a big one too because, well, I haven't gone out too much, but before the pandemic, when let's say I go to a Mariner game or you're in college and you go, they have everything on campus and on how to. Here's a free credit card, or you fill out this credit, or here's a credit card, fill out this application, and we'll give you, 5 blankets, a sweatshirt, and 2 pizzas. Or the big one, holiday shopping right around the corner. Even though we're all shopping from our computers, it seems like, and Amazon's done a great job at that. If you walk into Macy's if you walk into any department store, and I've done this in the past and for the discount. So you walk up, you do the shopping and you have maybe a couple $100 worth of clothes and say, hey, we'll give you 25% off if you sign up or fill out this application for our credit card. So it could be the department store's credit card and you're thinking, oh gosh, here's $200. I can save $50. Yeah, sure. I'll sign up for that. So those department store credit cards are considered luxury. Luxury credit has a negative impact. So if you get a XYZ corporation credit card, those are generally over 19% above, and they're considered luxury and has a negative impact on your credit. So as tempting as it is to save that 10, 15, 25%, and right now it doesn't happen to me at Nordstrom's it doesn't happen to me too much at the department stores because I don't really show out for myself. But where it does happen to me all the time is I do have children and they're involved in activities, and so I have to go to these some of these large box stores to get what they need to participate in their activity, and that can get expensive. As kids grow, you have to do it, or you have to get new stuff every season. And they're always saying, "Oh, well, you get a discount to apply for this credit card. Apply for our store credit card. You get a discount." And I don't do that, even though the discounts are large. That will have a negative impact on my credit score. So don't be tempted. Holiday season is right around the corner to fill out that department store luxury credit card just to get that 25% off or 30% off. While it's a great savings that moment, remember it's not about tonight, it's about tomorrow, and that'll be bad for tomorrow. It might be good for tonight, bad for tomorrow. So
Brian, can we just pause for a second?
Yes.
First of all, we did advertise this workshop. I apologize if we got mixed up. We advertised this one as the credit scores. So I just want to make sure that we give the people that are attending a little bit more on the credit scores part of it. So we've got a couple of questions in here, and then I was just going to ask you a couple of other questions based on the last presentation, if that's okay. When you're pre-approved for a home loan and have to get reapproved every 120 days, does that affect your credit score?
Yes, and so first I'll address that one. Yeah, so when you're going to apply for a loan or you're going to go car shopping, you have a window. It's generally 14 to 20 days, and you can. The auto, let's say you're buying a car. I know the example is a home loan. You have a window to have people paying on your credit without it going down. So remember, I told you every time someone checks your credit goes a little bit down. When you're doing that, you let the credit agencies know that, hey, this is what's going on in my life, and I'm going to buy a house or refi, and I'm going to look at different lenders, or I'm purchasing a car. I'm going to look at different auto dealerships. You have a window, and so they can check your credit multiple times. So if I did address that, I'm happy to switch to credit reporting, Tracy, if you'd like to.
Well, it's okay. I'm just not sure what else is in here, but let me go through the other question. They said, let's see. I thought that, let's see, and Roger, you may, if you can unmute, I want to make sure I get this right. With the credit scores being the difference between a luxury card or other, you said it thought that it had more to do with the institution rating. Most box store chains use low rated lenders. Does that make sense to you, Brian?
Yeah. I think this came up too in the last time with the Home Depot, and I did the Home Depot credit card, and I ended up doing some research on that, and they have a phenomenal, they have a great credit card in comparison to other box stores. So yes, no, not everything is 19% above. A lot of times it is though. So Home Depot. The one thing I did take away from that one though is use the Home Depot credit card, and I saw that as if you're at Home Depot, 3 or 4 times a week, if that's in your profession, if that's in your line of work, there's other credit cards with lower interest payment, lower interest rates, but the rewards might benefit you. It'd be a person-to-person case, might benefit you. That was specifically for Home Depot though, so that's not a blanket approach. But that's just Home Depot has grown incredibly in the past 20, 30 years. So